welcome to Symphony Storytime, where we share two of our favorite things, music and books. My name is Marilyn, and I'm a cellist with the Oregon Symphony, and I'm here today with a very special friend and musician, Beth Wood. Beth and I met through a really special collaboration that we have here at the Oregon Symphony called the Lullaby Project. And Beth was helping parents compose songs for their children. These were sweet lullabies, and I got to play along while Beth sang songs with these families. It was really wonderful. And Beth is here today to share with you her two favorite instruments, which are her guitar and her voice. That's right, you heard me right. Your voice is an instrument. I have that voice, and you have that voice. And Beth, tell us a little bit about your voice.
Well, I love singing almost more than anything in the world. And one of my favorite things about singing is that your instrument belongs to you, and you can take it with you anywhere you go. And you can break into song at any time, like this. I'm gonna open my mouth and sing my joy. I'm gonna open my mouth and sing my joy. I'm gonna open my mouth and sing about my joy. Let my mouth be open to the joy.
Wow, Beth, that sounds so amazing, and it's so inspiring. It makes me want to open my mouth and sing too.
We all can.
Well, guess what? You get to hear more of Beth's beautiful voice because she's actually going to sing the book that we have for you today. It's a wonderful book called I Love You, A Bushel A Peck. The words and the music are by Frank Loesser, and the pictures are by Rosemary Wells, and Beth is going to perform it today with permission by Rosemary Wells.
I love this song because it is such a joyful song, and it's also talking about how sometimes, you feel like you love somebody so much you can't even contain it. It's so big, and that's what this song is about. So I just like to imagine us singing it to each other, or parents singing it to their kids, and maybe you can sing along too. It goes like this. I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck, a hug around the neck, and a barrel and a heap, a barrel and a heap, and I'm talking in my sleep about you, about you, 'cause I love you, a bushel and a peck, you bet your pretty neck I do. And a peck, a bushel and a peck, and you make my heart a wreck. You make my heart a wreck. Oh, you make my life a mess. You make my life a mess. Oh, a mess of happiness about you, about you. 'Cause I love you, a bushel and a peck. You bet your pretty neck I do. Bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, and it beats me all to heck. It beats me all to heck how I'll ever tend the farm, 'cause I want to keep my arm about you, about you. 'Cause I love you, a bushel and a peck. You bet your pretty neck I do.
Yes, that was so amazing.
I love that song.
I hope you guys were joining in and singing too. I know when I watch this, I will be singing along with my kids as well. Well, that was so fun. Beth is going to tell you a little bit about her instruments now and lead you off with a song, but this is where I get to say goodbye. Thanks for joining us for another Symphony Storytime.
Thanks, Marilyn. Well, so I already talked about your voice as an instrument, but the guitar is also one of my favorite instruments. Now, I started playing piano when I was really young, probably 5 years old, I think. And I played piano and I played violin. And then one day, I discovered a guitar. I had always written poetry when I was a little kid, and I figured out that you could combine poetry with music, and so I started writing my own songs. And that is one of my favorite things in the world and feels like part of my mission here on earth is to write songs and to help other people write songs too, just like we did with the Lullaby Project. I think one of the most special things that you can do is create something for somebody that you love because it's so unique. So this is a little bit of how my guitar sounds by itself. You can play it lots of different ways. You can pick it like that. Earlier, I was strumming it with this pick, and it sounds like this. So there's so many different sounds. You can make a percussion sound on the guitar, too. So it's so fun to just experiment with an instrument and see what kind of sounds you can make. And if you decide that you want to learn how to play guitar or write songs, ask your teacher or your parent to help you get started, because it's so much fun. So I want to play you a little bit of a song that I wrote. And this is called The Elephant Song. I saw a poster for the circus one day, and that inspired me to write this song. Children lined up, peanuts in hand. Hey, Mr. Elephant, I wonder if he'll stand on my toes. Who knows? He has not chosen this, but there is a hint of bliss as they smile and circle this ringside, a joyride. A giant miles from home, but somehow and some way his mind it does not roam anymore like it did before, when he could not ignore this strange place. But you can see it in his face that his sadness has been replaced with gladness. I'll tell you this, if I were in his shoes, I'd want to be surrounded. Yes, I'd want to be loved by children too. Wouldn't you?